I am 28 years old. Um, these videos are a little weird for me because it's like every year I feel like if is another level of expectation. You know what I'm saying? It's another year of like I'm supposed to be better. I'm supposed to be at another level. I'm supposed to be like just a different person than I was a year ago. And one thing I'm starting to realize is that that's not necessarily the case. Um, I still feel like there's so much more for me to learn, so many more mistakes to be had, and so many more victories to be gained. I do believe that I did get 1% better, just 1%. Nothing major. I'm still, honestly, I really feel like I'm still the same person in college, to be honest, but just a little bit better, a little bit wiser, a little bit more calculated. You feel me? Um, yeah, these are just lessons that I've learned throughout year 27 that have just really just stuck with me. Some are pretty light, some are pretty I don't know, amusing, and others have been pretty serious. You know what I'm saying? So these are five. Hopefully these lessons can help you out, you know, in your life, so you can be better than me for your sake. Anyway, invest, not consume. This is something that I really wish I would have learned 10 years ago when I was 18. And I think it's because it's like it's so hard to delay gratification. It is extremely difficult because we work hard. We work hard. If you're watching this channel, you're watching it religiously, and you tune in to what I'm saying. I can already tell you're someone that just doesn't want to be mundane. You don't want to be just sitting around and just coasting through life. No, you want more, and you're willing to do what it takes to achieve more. But at the same time, it's like we do want results. You feel me? Like, and I do too. It's like it's only natural. It's like we sit here, we bust our ass every day, and we want some acknowledgement on that. We want to feel that return on investment because we're investing over here. And I think a trap that I've always fell into was treating myself instead of investing in myself for the future. And that can be anything. It can be shoes, designer clothes, which I don't wear designer clothes. That's just an example, but fun experiences, quick experiences. And I'm not saying it's not bad to, you know, want to reward yourself from time to time, because I will always do that. I'm sorry. But at the same time, it's like, is what you're purchasing or is what I'm purchasing bringing me any value back? Something that's been on my mind is, real estate investing. I've had people who have came into my life at 27 years old, through my 27th year, and some people who've already been in my life, and just watching and seeing how they manage their money. I feel like I manage my money pretty well, but they took it to another level. I met a person who is really into the real estate game. This person bought them their own property and is developing it, and that investment is going to pay dividends way in their future. I also have a family member, a cousin, who is really into like artificial intelligence, ETFs and stuff like that. He's investing his money where he could be spent on anything. He's investing it towards innovation that's going to supersede and bring back tons of results in the future, because that's where we're going. Artificial intelligence is here, and it's only going to get more complex. It's only going to get better. Investing is what I learned. Investing is how you really make your money truly work for you. Because one thing I've learned about consumer goods, being a consumer and buying things that aren't return on investments, it gets old quick. It's something that is, I don't know, this is complete both sides, but there's something in our brains that gets very comfortable very quickly. you know, you can buy you a new car, and after a year or so, you're going to see a better car. It's kind of like, and that's an appreciating asset. A year or two, that car is eventually going to get old, and you're going to see another that you want. It's something in our brains that does. I don't know what it is, but one thing I've realized is like when you invest in assets, those assets are constantly giving back towards you. And that's something that I learned in year 27. So yeah, we need to invest our money. Hey, be selfish. Be selfish. Be selfish. Be selfish. Be selfish. Be selfish. Because when you are selfish, it allows you to be unselfish. This is our time. I can't stress this enough of like really taking care of yourself. That's something that I've learned in year 27. If someone or something is not for you, or if you don't see something that's bringing you value back, just let it go. Let it go, let it breathe, and let it walk away. Now, what I mean by being selfish allows you to be unselfish, or being selfish allows you to be unselfish. When I've come to realize is when I take care of myself first, it allows me to have the foundation to then take care of others indirectly. Okay, I'm gonna use acting. All right, if you're on this channel, I'm an actor. You're gonna have to get used to actor talk. Okay, you're gonna have to get to it. Get used to it. All right. So if I'm in a scene with someone, if I'm in a scene with you, and I understand that you're my scene partner, I want to affect you, but at the same time, it's like I have to come in with my own objective. I have to come in with my own obstacles. I have to come in with my own motivation. I have to take care of myself first, and in return, I can give you an authentic performance. I can give you a lot of gifts. I can give you a lot of, using my acting coaches, a lot of pinches, and you give me ouches. You give me a lot of reactions, and that allows me to be unselfish. And I believe that that is equivalent to life. You know, when I look at great entrepreneurs, like let's look at the richest man on the planet, Elon Musk. I guarantee there was a point of his life where, and hate him or love him, but one thing you gotta give Elon credit for is he is revolutionizing the entire world with artificial intelligence, with all of his companies, with Tesla, and things of that nature. Hate him or love him, but that is the fact. Right? I just a Tesla literally. I've seen like 3 Teslas drive by literally as I'm making this video. But I guarantee there's a point where in his life, he kind of caged himself. He kind of said, no, I'm not gonna sit here and waste my efforts and waste my energy. No, I'm gonna really focus hard on what my visions and what my accomplishments are gonna be. And in return of those selfish years, it allowed me to be one of the most unselfish people on the planet, okay? He's revolutionizing this world. He will hate him or love him. 300 years later, they're going to be talking about Elon Musk, and you know they will. So, and I can use that as an example for all of our lives. You know, if we just take a certain amount of time to just really just take care of ourselves first, it allows us to take care of others, and that's something that I learned in my 27, and now I'm 28. This was funny. Always have at least $100 cash in your wallet or in your purse if you're a woman watching this. Just have $100 cash with you. Let me give y'all a story. So last year in May of 2025, I went on a family cruise. I went on a family vacation. It was a lot of fun. I had my siblings, aunts, uncles, grandparents, you name it, they were there. We went to the Bahamas. Nassau, I think, and we took a bus all the way to this beach. And when we got there, of course we had a lot of fun. There's no beach and music and drinks and all that. When we got there, it started to rain, and we had to be back on a boat in like 2 hours. And we had to get an Uber, or we had to get a taxi, and the taxi did not take any type of cards. And I'm looking like, I looked in my pocket and I'm like, oh crap, I have no cash. And the boat is like a 3-hour, it's a long way to get back there, a long way. But my uncle had a ton of cash on him. We found a taxi, he paid for all of us. Even my cousin too, man, he had cash on him, and they paid for me, my brother, my sister, and we took a taxi back to the bus. I mean, not back to the bus, but we took a taxi back to the cruise ship and got on time and stuff like that. We got there on time. I always want to provide, and at that moment, it was like, dang, like if they weren't there, we'd have been walking. And you know, and I had my baby sister and my younger brother with me too. It's like, you know, they kind of look at you like, you know, as the oldest, you want to provide and take care of us. And but I put my ego aside, and I was in that taxi and I was really quiet, and I was thinking like, you know, this is a learning lesson. You always have cash on you. Always have cash on you. Especially like I was in Puerto Rico last month, and that's the first thing I did is I had grabbed cash on you, because you never know what can happen. Not everyone, some people understand cards, but everyone understands green. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I learned too, is like, always have that cash on me, because I never know what's going to happen. All right, so yeah, it was embarrassing. It was a little emasculating, but you know, it's a lesson. It's a lesson, and I learned that for sure. So yeah, time is more valuable than money. And this is from someone who is like always trying to learn more about finance, always trying to better my finances. I mean, if you've seen my previous videos, I talk a lot about that. It's not necessarily the money that I've been missing, but it's the time. I have missed, and I'm proud. And if anyone watches this, they need to know I am so proud that I've worked 2 jobs, but I missed some family events that I really wanted to be there, but I had to work. I can always make more money. You can always make more money. It sucks to lose money, but you can make it back. But time, I'm starting to realize, is that's something that I can never get back. Even being consistent with you guys. There's no excuse. I need to be more consistent on this channel, but a lot of that time was spent working somewhere else and going after my goals, which I set for myself. When I get done with this servant job, and I reach my goal, which is very soon, there is no way in the world that I would try my hardest to never complain about not having enough time again. My great uncle, who is probably the first person that I was truly close with, passed day before Christmas Eve of last year. Last time I saw him was in April of 2025, so months before that, at my other uncle's first sermon down in South Alabama, right? I was a man that I saw about, especially when I was in high school and college, I saw my Uncle Rosie about once every 2 weeks. It wasn't long, it was just, you know, it was about a little 30 minutes just after church. We went to the same church, or well, my church was down the street from this church, and I would visit him and my aunt afterwards. It wasn't long, just like 30 or 40 minutes, something like that, just to say hey, touch them and stuff like that, and connect with them. From April to the Christmas Eve, pretty much, it's like how much time did I lose in his final months? And that's, I mean, again, I'm like I said earlier, I am glad that I worked 2 jobs. It taught me a lot, and my goals have been met. But I realize is that money is not my goal. It's to make the most out of the time that I have now. Yeah, I got a little deep on that one. You know, I mean, I had to hold in some emotions for you guys. But nah, that's something that it's a good lesson. And this is the most important. And as this is your life, this is your life. This is my life. We can do whatever the heck we want to do. Heck, if you want to become Superman, you want to discover a medicine that makes you learn how to fly, then hey, by all means, you can be the right brother, the right brothers or the right sisters 2.0. All right, we are on this journey of self-discovery, of everlasting self-mastery. What I mean by that is everlasting is because there's no destination when it comes to being the best versions of ourselves, and when it comes to learning more about ourselves. It's about understanding, and that's something I'm learning. This is just 1%, but it's about like This isn't my father's life. This is my mother's life. This isn't anyone else's life. This is something that God has blessed us with. It's about finding Him and listening to Him and achieving His will. The irony about it is, finding Him is really kind of the easiest part because He's always with us. And that little, my acting coach said, your true self is the one that's in the car when you're driving. When you're driving, you're having these little thoughts, emotions, these dreams, that's your true self, because that's a place where like you're isolated from everyone, you're by yourself. And whatever your dreams are, whatever you aspire to be in that car, in your vehicle, you need to go for that, okay? And I truly believe, even no matter what you go through, when you get towards the end, you're gonna look back, you're gonna say, dang, I went for it. I do everything right, but I went for it. So as you step into, I don't know if you're about to turn 10 watching this, if you're a 9-year-old, if you're about to turn 20 watching this as a 19-year-old, you're about to turn 30 as a 29-year-old, you're about to turn 40 as a 39-year-old, so forth and so on. I want you to know that this is your life, okay? What you want and what you dream for can be obtained. And the reason why I know that is because if you can think it, you can do it. I'm not saying that it's going to happen overnight. I'm not going to say that you're going to be great at it. Look at this video, okay? Look at my videos. I mean, I'm proud of my videos, don't get me wrong, but my videos are in the same place a year or 10 years from now that I haven't done my job. Every great person you admire started from level 0. Denzel Washington isn't a role model of mine. I look at his acting and looks otherworldly, but I guarantee you, in his first acting class when he was a young man, he was not that great. He'll probably, if he was right here, he'll probably agree with me. But he understood that this was his life. This is something he felt called to do, and he just got better and better and better. Now we know him as the greatest ever do it. So, and I believe that, whatever you want to do, whatever it is, understand that it can be achieved. This is your life, this is your dream, this is your calling, this is your journey. There are a lot of other lessons too, but these are the ones that stuck with me. And hopefully they stick with you. All right, that's all. I'm about to change this shirt. I got clocking in the restaurant. Then I got clock in tomorrow. Then I got clock in the day after that. Then I gotta edit this video for you guys. And then I gotta go to my career job on Monday. And I'm kind of sick too, so you know what I'm saying? Hope I don't sneeze on someone's food. I'm not gonna sneeze on someone's food. Okay, all right, I'm talking too much. All right, cool. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys can be anywhere doing anything, but you are here with your boy. And for that, I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace and love and abundance to all of you guys. Peace.